Hello everyone and welcome to Josim Graphs. Today, we're going to explore the absolutely amazing world of a very soft, very fluffy animal. You're gonna love this.
But first, a quick question to start us off. Did you know that a sheep can remember 50 different faces for over 2 years?
No way! 50 faces? That is a literal super memory. I can barely remember what I had for breakfast.
It really is. So, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll learn what the domestic sheep is, where it lives, what it eats, its daily habits, and some absolutely amazing sheep facts.
Oh, I'm so excited to learn all about them. Let's get to it.
Okay, let's dive right in. Part 1. Meet the domestic sheep. So what exactly is a sheep? Well, they're mammals. That means they grow hair, or in their case, cozy wool. Humans have actually kept them around for thousands of years for their warm wool and meat. A really great example is the border cheviot, which is a small, super friendly, white-faced sheep.
Oh my goodness, it looks so incredibly soft and fluffy. I just want to reach out and pet it.
Now, every animal out there has a special science name. The scientific name for the domestic sheep is Ovis aries. Ovis aries. Ovis aries. Ovis aries. Hey, that is really fun to say out loud. You nailed it. Now, it's actually really interesting to see just how big these guys get. The female sheep are called ewes, and the males are called rams. And a ram can weigh up to 350 pounds. To put that into perspective, a ram can be as heavy as a really big dog or even a fully grown adult human. They are pretty solid.
Let's move right along to Section 2, Habitat. Where exactly do they live around the world?
First, let's learn a new word. A habitat is the natural home of an animal. Habitat.
Okay, got it. So what kind of weather do sheep like best for their natural habitat?
Well, believe it or not, they're found all over the world. Those classic woolly sheep love to live in cold, mountainous climates. But get this, did you know that about 10% of the world's sheep don't even have wool? They're called hair sheep, and they live in hot, tropical climates like Africa and Latin America so they can stay nice and cool.
But for that chilly weather, we have sheep like the merino. It grows very thick, tightly crimped wool to stay totally warm in the freezing cold. It's basically wearing a giant winter coat.
Wow! Even its face and legs are completely covered in that fluffy wool.
Now, let's explore Section 3, Diet, what they actually eat to survive.
Sheep are what we call herbivores. An herbivore is an animal that only eats plants. Herbivore. Wait, herbivore? So that means they only eat things like grass and leaves, right? Literally no meat at all. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. They absolutely love to eat short grass, and they use their clever little lips and tongues to pick out the very best parts.
But to digest all that grass, they are what scientists call a ruminant. A ruminant is an animal with a really complex 4-chamber stomach. Ruminant.
Hold on a minute. A stomach with 4 whole rooms inside it? How does that even work?
Okay, it's actually a pretty funny 3-step process. Step 1, they swallow the grass. Step 2, a special room in their stomach called the rumen ferments and breaks down the food. And then, step 3, they actually bring the food back up into their mouths to chew it all over again. This is called chewing their cud.
No way! They just burp up their food to chew it again? That is so incredibly silly.
It's totally silly, but it works. All right, let's move to Section 4, Habits, how they live and what they do all day.
Sheep are diurnal. Diurnal simply means they are awake during the day and sleeping at night. Diurnal.
Hey, wait! Human kids are diurnal too because we sleep at night and play during the day.
That is exactly right. And during the day, sheep live in big family groups called a flock. They're also strongly gregarious.
Wait, gregarious? Does that mean they just really like making friends?
Spot on. It means they love to be with their friends. Actually, scratch that. It's more like they absolutely need to be with their friends. They feel super stressed out when they're left alone. So they always stick together and follow a leader to go find fresh new grass.
And that brings us to Section 5, the best part, amazing sheep facts.
Get ready for this. First up, supervision. Sheep have horizontal, sideways pupils. This gives them 320-degree vision, which means they can literally see behind themselves without even turning their heads. Second, super senses. They have an absolutely excellent sense of smell and hearing to stay safe from danger. And third, super smart.
Like we said, not only do they remember 50 faces, but they can actually recognize different emotions on those faces.
Wow, sideways pupils? So they can see danger sneaking up right behind them like they have eyes in the back of their heads? That is completely amazing.
They really are incredible animals. Now, let's wrap things up with Section 6, Summary and Key Takeaways.
Let's do a quick review of our big 3 keywords for today. Mammal, their science name is Ovis aries. Herbivore, they only eat plants and chew their cud. And flock, they live in big diurnal groups.
So, the really fun question to leave you with is this. Since a sheep can remember 50 faces for years and years, do you think a sheep would remember you if you met one? Oh, I sure hope so. I want to be friends with a sheep. If you loved learning about these amazing fluffy animals, please like this explainer and subscribe to Jawsome Graphs. And remember everyone, this explainer was made with the help of AI. AI can sometimes make mistakes, so always keep learning and be sure to double-check your facts. Thanks so much for watching.